The Google tool I am going to tell you about now is going to be Google Earth. Google Earth seems to get better and better over time. It's much better than it was when I first ran into it a few years ago. The detailing is absolutely incredible. But to start, just like we've done before, we're going to sign into our Google account. We're going to click on the 3x3 grid, scroll down until we find Google Earth right here. It's this little Earth icon that's got white and different shades of blue. We're going to click on it. It's going to download Google Earth and it's going to pop up. I've already kind of started some stuff, and as you can see, it's got different locations of the general vicinity of where I live and work. Typically what will happen is it will actually, if we go on to new, we can go to create here. We can just title it new project just for the sake of this video. All right, so we're here, and we can scroll out if you want to just keep scrolling out. All of a sudden, usually it'll take you to here where you're seeing the entire globe. All right, which is really, really cool. So what that tells us, and if you do a deep dive on it, Google Earth uses satellites or a satellite to get the images that it does. So I'm a big sports fan. So what we're going to do first and foremost, come back out. All right, we'll look up here. Right up here is the search bar for Google Earth. So since I'm a sports fan, we're going to look at my local St. Louis teams. We're going to look at the Cardinals Stadium or Busch Stadium. All right. And it's going to take us right to it. Busch Stadium, as you can see, we have an aerial view right here. All right. And then here's a little to-do about Busch Stadium. All right. And down here we can click on, we have a street view. We can show location if we want to, 3D, heading and tilt controls, and then we can zoom in and out. But just go ahead and click on 3D, and you can see that this is going to do kind of a little 3D panoramic view of the stadium, so we can see from all these different angles, which is really cool and exciting. Especially you can think about the cool things you can do with anything that you're possibly looking at. So we just did a 3D. Now, say you kind of want to pay attention to where you're sitting, like you got tickets to a game. We can literally go like right into the stadium. We can click and then drag, and then we can do all of this stuff to kind of see exactly where we might be. Are we going to be close to the field? Are we going to be in the infield or the outfield? In a suite, all those cool things that we can possibly do. So that's a really cool feature of this. Again, it uses a satellite image to get these types of pictures. We can even do, say, a street view. Let's see, it's back out. You can see the grids of the streets that are running alongside the stadium, which is pretty cool. And then we can click on one of those grids, and it literally shows us the street right outside the stadium, which is really cool. Another cool feature for this might be, say, history class. You might be able to look at different locations of where they had battles and stuff like that. One of these that I have already created, say you wanted to let's go out here. We'll go back to list. Here's one of the ones that I've created before. This is a list of the state parks. I had students look at this kind of stuff, and we just kind of did the state parks of Missouri, which was really cool. So this lets them kind of see what the different state parks were like. Right here, I added a place mark so everybody could see where we were located, and you can see all the different state parks that are around us. If you click on it, it'll pull up a little blurb again of the state parks, and you can see what those state parks have to offer to see if that's something a place you might want to visit, which would be really cool. You could tell if the hiking is really cool there, or if, say, biking trails or what have you. It's a really cool thing to kind of see and to kind of get to learn a lot about the different parks. And then sometimes, again, with all the stuff that's going on, it seems as if, it's maybe not even legal that you can see into like people's backyards and stuff like that, and certain cars that are parked on the street. But it is still pretty cool that you get to see all the details. So again, this tool, Google Earth, is extremely valuable, and it can be a great tool for teachers, really any profession that likes to use maps and locations.